We did something this week that it was either one of our graduate assistants or quality control coaches had a great idea, and we take a lot of input from those guys. And our scout team offensive line normally is made up of redshirting offensive linemen, and somebody had a great suggestion that let's put smaller bodies. So we have a lot of walk-on fullbacks. So we put walk-on fullbacks as offensive linemen. And because you just can't simulate the speed in which those second-level blocks get up to your linebackers and safeties. And those guys did a phenomenal job all week. Like I said, our graduate assistants and our quality control guys kind of sort of coached the scout team. And then those kids gave us such a quick look that when you hear Pickney say it felt almost faster in practice at times, it did. Now, that being said, that's a very well-coachable team. They absolutely know what they're doing at Georgia Tech. They made adjustments. We had to make adjustments. It's always a back and forth. So we were happy that we were able to make the plays that we felt like helped us secure the victory, and then make some big crucial stops in the fourth quarter to really see it home.
Two freshmen score for you?
Well, that's what we have out there. I mean, but as we know, we talk about a lot of times with defense, they scored because of the efforts of somebody else. Somebody else made the ball pop out, and those guys, because of just running the ball and hustling, both were charity hops. And we were bemoaning our lack of turnovers, and we really, Coach Gulagowski made a great point this week of really amping up our ball disruption. Coach Rick has us start every practice with a ball disruption drill, and Coach Gulagowski really got on our guys on forcing turnovers. You know it's so big against this offense. Now the fact that it bounced out to two true freshmen, well, there's a good chance of that because we got a bunch of them running around out there.
You coached the younger team before? They started a younger team.
No, I mean, no, not with three true freshman linebackers. No.
What about Manny, Florida State? I mean, that's a game, that you're involved with Florida State, and also you saw so many games growing up and all that. What do you expect?
Well, it's going to be a phenomenal atmosphere. It's going to be a phenomenal game. They've got outstanding players. They're super well coached. It's a game that you go to Florida State to play in this game. You go to Miami to play in this game. A lot of the guys will know each other. We're happy that we have it at our stadium, and it's fun. I mean, this is what you want to do. This is why you come to Miami.
I think you'll have some goosebumps out there when you run out there.
I think we'll be excited to play. I mean, we have goosebumps every week. Just as these guys work so hard. You only get these 12 opportunities. Think about how much work these guys put in for these 12 Saturdays. So that'll be a neat one. And playing in our stadium in front of our fans.
Yeah, we've obviously watched Miami play this team every year for a while now, but it's always been assignment football in the past, and I mean, you were attacking them for much of today.
Right, but they still have assignments. That's the thing. I mean, that's what I was talking about during the week. I mean, everyone still has a job to do, but certainly when you play their offense, you have to change the timing. It's of any offense. You have to try to stop the run. You have to change the timing of the quarterback. Now they happen to have option plays where that affects the timing of the quarterback as well. So certainly we were trying to do some different things, put different guys in his face in terms of who had what, and they've seen it all before. It's not like it was something they hadn't seen, but it did happen to cause a couple plays that were important in the game. And it goes. The thing that also gets overlooked in this game is how well our defensive backs played versus the pass, because you don't notice when all those passes get batted down. They're playing man coverage the whole game. They are in such a high stress environment. Coach Rump, Coach Bonda did a phenomenal job getting those guys ready to play, because you just take it for granted. Oh, that guy, they throw two balls in the end zone. About two of our seniors, Elder and Jenkins, rip out of there, finishing. I mean, they got it, and we get it out. So the way that our defensive backs competed, sometimes, you look at the final numbers, and it just says 11 for 19 throwing. Those 8 that weren't complete, those were all big-time plays.
Manny, I wanted to shift gears a little bit. On the radio broadcast today, they shared the story that you were one of the ones instrumental with the decals for Jose Fernandez. You're a Miami guy, born and bred. You know what he meant to the community. Why did you feel important?
Well, it's like I said all along. I feel like UM is Miami's team, and I felt like that was a big thing in our city this week, and any small part that we could do to honor his memory, I felt was vital to us, and Coach Rick agreed with that, and that was just something that it was our small gesture to what Jose meant to the people of Miami.
Will that stay on there or no? That'll come off? Okay.
I'm just trying to keep the score down.
Hey,
Last question, guys.
Sorry, just to go back to the senior, DBs, kind of, they had to clean up a lot in the run game too. Could you kind of assess them from that?
Well, of course, because that's why their job's so hard. They have to play man coverage with the pass, and then they're fitting in the alley. They're setting edges and fitting in the alley versus the run game, which means every play they are in, they're either sprinting across the field to fill the alley, setting edges, or they're covering guys man to man. So it was great to obviously have Colbert back. We had to run Jaquan Johnson through there. So again, just very proud of the effort of those guys and the coaches for getting those guys ready for a big time assignment.
Great. Thanks, everyone.